you can also make an argument for extensions of Cervantes players in general, is that there's a specific, like, what Enders wants to establish, other than you making mistakes, is when I run up right in your face, you are doing nothing and just blocking.
Yes.
And then he can run his typical 3B or throw gambit.
Yeah.
So it really depends how Wind is going to deal with that. Is he just going to sit there and block and take punishes where he can? Because he can't CE punish 3B.
Yeah.
If he has it on deck. And if he sees the throw coming, he has another CE. If he's really feeling himself, he can 1A. And even if Cervi blocks 1A, what's he going to get? Like
Nothing.
a kick? Yeah.
But I would argue that there's a huge chunk of ranges where 1A is not going to be punishable by Cervi while Rising K.
Yeah.
Now, this is the thing, though, is that if Enders decides to take the aggressive route and go with those kinds of approaches and everything, I think it's a pretty bad idea. Because if you're wrong, not only do you eat the damage that we just talked about, but the fact of the matter is now Mitsu's in your face. And now he gets to run his lethal hits, his 1BB, his, well, I don't know if 2-2A is really going to be a factor, but like 1KB, all that stuff is going to be very scary.
BB.
Yeah. That is the most zaniest hitbox I think of any. I think it's the most egregious vertical hitbox that we have in this game.
I think Xianghua 2-2B is worse.
Xianghua 2-2B legitimately actually does carry, like, it goes a certain amount of horizontal distance at the very least. So graphically, it at least makes a bit of sense.
Whatever.
I'm just saying, the two moves that I think of when I think of ridiculous verticals are Wall Rising B from Mitsu and Killick Reversal Edge.
Yeah.
Which just hits
wherever
literally 45 degrees.
It just hits. But we're getting into this. Let's do this.
Small stage, that's good for 4-win, in my opinion.
I think it's better for Enders because he can get his unblockable throws off on him.
Oh, sure. He could do off-the-wall stuff, too.
That's true.
But yeah, going in, I think is going to be this is going to be all about keeping out versus getting in. This is a very classic, archetypical matchup. Yeah, see, he's just constantly going in with a 3-3K, very shades of SE5. Fantastic Wall Rising punishment.
A lot of small caliber happening here.
Tons of it, and Enders is not getting it. And there we go.
My fleet is now gone in a flash. Oh, just knee you in the head anyway. Get that out of here.
I really wish that he got a punish on that 2-way, but the fact that he was able to thread the needle and get a 1BB there, that was pretty fantastic. 4-win hit him like 85 times, and Enders hit him twice.
Yeah. All right, pressure.
Oh, boy. Vintage lethal hit here. A huge amount of damage yet again. If 4-win is going to play that small game over and over again, it's going to take a while for him to get out. But he doesn't necessarily have to. He does. Mitsu does have heavy, heavy damage if he guesses correctly on something.
He does. Ooh, good movement.
A little bit too much.
That's a weird interaction, though. Yeah. He's out of there. He's not dead. All right, gets plus range.
Now, of course, Cervantes reversal edge safe on literally every single move.
What Enders is doing a lot of movement to break neutral up close. So when it really needs to start utilizing horizontals, and I mean lots of 2A, lots of 3A.
3A grabs.
Yeah.
I think that's definitely the way to go. Mitsu does technically have a command grab that I do think could be important here.
Yeah. He's just getting beat up now.
Yeah. He should soul charge. Okay. Yeah.
Right,
this is what you were talking about. Yeah. Well,
right.
You were talking about 3B, but still kind of the same thing.
Oh, yeah, like I said, if he ducks it, he gets a really meaty punish here.
Yeah.
Now he has the Sure Blade.
Oh! Wow, he didn't respect that. That's bad news on Enders.
But a CE can kill Wind now. Is that going to work?
Oh, you know what, Enders? I don't know how 4-win feels about that, but like, man, if I was Enders, I'd be like, you know what, I deserve that round. So I don't even feel bad about the comeback.
All right, Wind not respecting 1ABB. That string is an extension. You can't disrespect it like that on hit. Right, he's just getting mauled here.
Yeah, it's all these little hits. I think Enders decided to take up. Okay, that should work, right? Okay, there we go. Everything's coming up Millhouse. That CE was hilarious.
It was.
I think it just had to do. I'm just speculating, but I think it had to do with the fact that he was trying to whiff punish 3-3K, which has that little bit of a tech jump.
Yeah.
And so I'm not even kidding. I'd be willing to bet that Cervantes like went underneath.
Oh yeah.
The 3-3K. I'd be willing to bet that that was the case.
Okay, so what adaptations Enders is doing, he's just generally stepping more and stepping all these verticals. Because what Wind likes to do, if he nets a 6BB on hit, he'll 6BB, go into mist, get the single poke, go into relic, and try to get the guard break for pressure. And Enders is now stepping that guard break attempt. So he needs to either go back to neutral or maybe use a horizontal from mist or relic. I mean, relic horizontals are pretty good. You got all those strings.
Yeah, not bad.
And then when you hit them with the horizontal, you have a lot of carry. All
Also
right.
want to mention that 4Win ended up getting the exact same stage, except it's in the daylight this time, and 4Win shook his head and rolled his eyes. I can't blame him,
All right.
because that stinks.
Okay, that's something, I guess.
Yeah, he got a little bit of something. I feel like a 2B might be a good way to go.
All right, bad whiff. And just capitalizing heavily. You can't really disrespect that Oki.
Oh man, he's able to thread the needle in these 2As, but then he doesn't actually get a punish on said 2A, and that's going to be death.
Yeah.
Cervantes 3B, the most damaging 3B in the game.
I believe it.
Yeah.
All right, down 1 round. No meter to speak of yet. No
Oh man, he's not getting his whip on. I can understand. It's tough, dude, because like Mitsu's range is just not that great.
It is, though. Like, 6BB goes for a long way.
You know what? That's true.
There it is, the throw, but then he drops the combo.
That
Heartbreak.
sucks. Okay, gets a good post GI. Got him up against the corner. Yep.
Spicy.
Wow, Ender's Light a hard duck. That's an interesting choice. I assumed that the 3B caught like a side step or something, but that only lethal hits if you just straight up ducked and blocked.
Yeah.
Nice duck. He's getting some good ducks here. Oh boy, now you have to worry about the off-the-wall stuff from Cervantes.
Good stuff. Jump. Toe. Get the AA.
Good punish. Yeah, see, Enders is effectively accepting the gambit that 4Win is putting up against him, where they're both just playing small caliber, like small pokes.
Is he going to make this soul charge worth anything?
Is he going to go with your corner? No, instead, he gets the lethal hit. Or, I mean, he gets the just frame.
What
no!
in the world?
Oh, man, the back turn B plus K turned into B plus K, and he didn't punish the 6-6B. Oh, man,
It's
4Win.
okay. He brought it back. He brought it back.
There's some highway robbery going on both sides, honestly, because of that CE that one time.
Can't reversal edge that.
You can't reversal edge anything.
I mean, the only reason you should reversal edge is to guess either a throw or a 2A plus B. Other than that, it's not going to work.
Yeah.
And now Enders has full meter going into his final game.
4Win has pretty close as well.
He'll likely get 2 bars.
Yeah.
Assuming he doesn't like lose horrifically this round.
I think what 4Win needs to do is force Enders to use his meter first.
Yeah.
Because if 4Win uses his bar first, then Enders is just going to re-soul charge back, and then he's going to lose out on all that pressure. See, this is what he wants.
Here.
This is what he needs.
Ooh, wall splat.
If Enders doesn't spend soul charge here, he just straight up loses. Okay.
2 bars. Both sides.
Wow. He decided. I mean, he didn't really have a chance to use meter on that Oki because everything that Mitsu has is going to like beat out in that situation. He just needed one correct guess so that he could use bar, and he would have been fine. And it just ended up never coming to fruition.
Yeah.
Mitsu can really hit hard in a lot of spaces. Did Enders decide to switch stages? That would be surprising to me. Okay.
Doesn't want it. Are you kidding?
Soul Calibur 6, ladies and gentlemen. The random select is fake. It is a conspiracy. It doesn't work.
Yes, there's certain matchups online. If you match up, it's always the same stage. I swear. Yes. What's up with that?
For me, in ranked, if I fight against, there are like 3 or 4 specific players. If I fight them with a particular character.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I did. Cervantes had somewhere to be, yo.
I'm out of here. Oh, bad
Nice
GI.
3B.
A lot of damage here. Big
Huge
life
man.
deficit. Okay.
Okay, here we go. He gets meter here, and that's important. He doesn't guess right, though, so if he had guessed on an A, man, imagine just like being able to like Shura or something like that. That would have been really great.
All right. Win does have a little bit more read. He'll likely get a bar.
Not a lot of small caliber going on in this first game so far, simply because Enders has been in the driver's seat the whole time.
No punish.
Yeah, important information for 4Win to have, just like what he can do with 1KB in this matchup.
Though what I will say is I could see Enders waiting on a 1KB punish in the very end of a match.
Sure, yeah.
And capitalizing as heavily as possible.
One of those people that lies in wait.
Yeah.
I like it. He's getting out small caliber. The pokes are just so good for Cervantes.
Ooh,
there we go.
good
Okay.
movement.
He had to spend a bar. I don't know if 2-2A would have killed, but frankly, I find 2-2A from Mitsu to be like a terrible move, and I appreciate the fact that he's not using it. He had to use the bar, which means Enders is going to have the meter advantage.
That's okay.
He had the meter advantage in the last round of the last game, so hey.
Yeah.
Nice duck again. I kind of wish he was getting more damage out of that, though.
He needs the 1A.
Yeah, the
or
1A.
Or 4KB, I guess.
4KB would probably be the best in a situation like that,
But
yeah.
it's I-20, so it's tough to punish the whip throw.
Yeah, it's not going to be
I-20.
easy. Yeah.
Ooh, that's it!
Dude, he's getting such good REs this game. Ooh, that's not dead yet, but that's awfully close.
You're
Or
in
is
trouble.
it dead? No, it's not.
Oh my
no.
gosh.
Got a little bit too. Okay, but that's a good amount of damage, and it's going to give him gunshots for his lethal hit, which he's not close to at the moment. Wow, that's a lot of damage.
He's at low life, so he gets all that scaling.
But Forwin has Shura. He can punish virtually anything that was -14. Okay.
He kicked him in the head.
Yeah. The
All
best
right.
place to kick.
Match point for Wind. Can he bring it out? Enders has his back against the wall. All right, keep it small. He has
Yeah, the
lethal
small
hit.
is getting kind of tough now. He's getting a little bit too anxious, too impatient. Some of these reversal edges are relatively okay, but I kind of wish he had an opportunity to spend some meter, and he's not going to, so that RE was for naught.
2 bars to 2, but he has that gut shot lethal hit on deck. Look out. Okay, all right.
Nice. Oh, it was a good block, but he didn't get a wall rising K. Oh, he's getting a little bit too
throws.
desperate here. He's overextending. Forwin just play. Yes, here we
right,
go.
let's
He's
go.
got Shura now. Any -14 punish. He's got a handful of strings. He has the back grab lethal hit. He's got so many good things going for him.
Keep it steady. Don't
He has to worry about
overcommit.
2 bars, though. How is he going to do this? I appreciate. Oh, man.
There it
no,
is.
that's it.
isn't
That's it. Wait, maybe it's not.
No, he's not dead.
Not dead. How are you going to get out of this? Because now Enders can just soul charge back. He doesn't even need
Or
to.
run up
Yeah.
kick. Yeah.
That was tough. Yeah, that was a starvation. That was so. We effectively saw what both characters want to do in a last round scenario at the same time in the set. So the second game was exactly what Forwin wanted to have happen, and the last game was exactly